Hello, lovelies. This is me again, Kate from Amazing Stories by Mokoso. I really want to use this medium to appreciate those angels that are contributing to the growth of this channel by subscribing, watching, commenting, and giving my stories thumbs up. Thanks to you all. I am grateful for we are above 60 subscribers already. That is awesome. My promise to you all, my family, is that I won't hesitate to bring juicy stories. Meanwhile, let's dive into the concluding part of this our juicy story. Premiere or nothing, this is the final episode. But if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please try and do so. And may God bless you. As the dates for Taiwo and Purity's traditional wedding, which was scheduled to be held at Ghana, was fixed by Taiwo's family, Taiwo called his sweetheart, Purity, immediately and informed her. Purity was overwhelmed with joy. She informed her father, Mr. Donald, who checked his work schedule and agreed to the date. The preparation for the traditional wedding kicked off with Taiwo, Purity, and Bolaji getting ready for the big day. As the day was drawing nearer, Sophia was busy plotting on how to boycott the travel to Ghana for the traditional wedding. She didn't want anything that would expose her hidden past by any chance. When she could not come up with any convincing plan, she became worried and always lost in thoughts. Darling, I think we have to go with Governor Adetunji. You know he is my good ally, and Bolaji was discussing with his wife Sophie when he discovered that she was absent-minded. Sophie, he called her attention and Sophie was startled. What is wrong with you, Sophie? I notice you are always carried away nowadays. Talk to me, what is it? Bolaji inquired. Concerned, Sophie got herself and lied. Nothing, dear. Maybe it is the stress of this traditional wedding preparation. Don't mind me, love. What were you saying again? She asked with fake smiles. Chai, women. Anyways, you don't need to bother your beautiful head, darling, Bolaji said, answering Sophie, who smiled. I need to worry you. You know this is for my only child, my golden boy. It has to be perfect, Sophie boasted. Of course, that is why I am suggesting that Governor Adetunji will follow us to Ghana. You know he is my good friend and ally, Bolaji said happily. That is good, dear. His presence and other dignitaries will spice up the day, Sophie concurred, but inside her mind, she was so uncomfortable. A week to the day, Sophie planned with their family doctor and feigned a great sickness. She was admitted into the hospital. When Taiwo heard this, he became sad and visited her in the hospital. As he got to her mother's special ward, he saw her weak and feeble self. Mom, how are you feeling? Taiwo asked, concerned. I am getting better, my golden boy. The hospital is really doing their best, Sophie said with a faint smile. My only regret is that this illness struck at the wrong time, I have prepared how I will dance next tomorrow during your traditional wedding in Ghana. Hmm, she added with fake sadness. Mom, your head comes first. Just get well soon and reserve the dance on our white wedding, okay? Taiwo assured her mom, placing a gentle touch on her forehead. He noticed something and said, Mom, your temperature is somehow normal. Oh. My dear sweet boy, I am boiling inside. She faked dizziness and started coughing. Immediately, Taiwo called the doctor who rushed inside, and Taiwo watched as the doctor examined his mother and informed him that she needed rest. Taiwo left. As Taiwo left the premises, Sophie sat up and thanked the doctor. On the day of the traditional wedding, the family and village of Mr. Donald in Kumasi, Ghana, was filled with sweet air of festivity. Everywhere was decorated and all the villagers were fully prepared and ready for the great occasion. Mr. Donald was overjoyed and he decorated his compound with expensive things that showed how rich and influential he is. He made sure that his whole compound was glamorous and ready for the occasion. Purity herself was adorned with most expensive Ghanaian traditional attire and jewelries. She was all smiles and ready for the occasion. Before noon, their compound was filled with villagers waiting for their in-laws from Nigeria. There were lots of different delicacies, from traditional to intercontinental to continental dishes all over the place. At 1 p.m., Honorable Bolaji, Taiwo and their entourage trooped in and there was joy everywhere. They came in with fleets of cars. There were lots of Nigerian celebrities, elites, governors, and important personnel. They were welcomed and the occasion kicked off immediately. Taiwo and Purity's traditional wedding was like a great carnival, which was covered by both Ghanaian television stations and Nigerian stations. Meanwhile, on the day of the traditional wedding, Sophie was busy balling with one of her sugar boys in one of the hotels in Anambra, the eastern part of Nigeria. After the traditional wedding, Taiwo and others flew down to Nigeria. As the preparation of the wedding was in progress, no one anticipated a great drama that would unfold that will give a drastic change to the whole event. The wedding ban was announced in all social media, radio stations and television channels of the nation, and everybody was looking forward to it. It was strictly on invitation. Fortunately, or should I say unfortunately, the great day arrived. Everybody was in the church. The Ghanaian and Nigerian elites, dignitaries, celebrities, and who is who in the nation graced the occasion. Honorable Bolaji and his wife Sophie were adorned in the most expensive wares. Taiwo and his best man were standing in front of the church, dressed in an expensive suit which matched the occasion. Taiwo was all smiles, waiting for his father-in-law to hand over his bride to him. As the pianist hit the wedding notes from his piano Everybody stood up, looking at the entrance of the church where Mr. Donald gracefully marched with his beautiful daughter, Purity, who was adorned with a custom-made diamond wedding gown. He took his daughter's hand to hand over to Taiwo, when suddenly Sophie shouted, "Jesus Christ! Kwame!" She shouted in shock, attracting all attention towards her. In Yobom, Kwame was shocked and stopped. There were a lot of commotion in the church. "Oh God, I am finished. Oh, what have I done to myself?" Oh, Sophie panicked. "Dear, what is going on here?" Bolaji was asking in confusion, looking at his wife who was crying uncontrollably. Bolaji, my dear, my village people, oh, they have located me, oh, I am finished." Sophie was busy crying as Mr. Donald dragged his daughter out of the church while Taiwo ran towards him. "My in-law, please wait. Wait, oh God, what is going on here?" Taiwo ran after Mr. Donald. "Dad, what is going on?" Purity cried out as Mr. Donald dragged her. "This wedding will no longer hold," Mr. Donald said angrily. Why? Why the change of mind? What is going on, Mr. Donald? Please talk to me," inquired confused Bolaji, who rushed towards Mr. Donald with Taiwo. "Ask that woman crying over there. Ask that Jezebel, devil incarnate," Mr. Donald blurted out in anger as he pointed at Sophie. "I beg your pardon. Do you know you are insulting my wife?" Bolaji cut in furiously. Your wife, you said." Mr. Donald laughed mockingly. "Oh, you were the next money bag that she perched on. Only that she could not run you dry," Mr. Donald said, looking at Sophie disgustedly. "Your past has caught up with you in your bone. Now your children are about to wed." "What an abomination," Mr. Donald sputtered out sadly. What is this man saying, Mom?" Taiwo asked his mother in shock. "What do you mean, Dad?" Purity asked. "This woman here," pointing at Sophie, "is your mother, Purity. She is the same woman that left you when you were just 2 years old. She left us after sucking us dry," Mr. Donald said sadly, as the whole commotion was going on. In Yobon, or should I say Sophie's parents and Purity's grandparents, saw the whole drama. Coming closer, they saw Inyobon and exclaimed, "Inyobon, my daughter, so you are still alive," the mother shouted in shock. "Why did you abandon your family? Why are you so selfish?" the father said inquiringly. At this juncture, Honorable Bolaji and Taiwo could not take it anymore. "All of you, wait. Are you sure you know who you are referring to? This is Sophie, and she is an orphan. She has no family." Honorable Bolaji tried to explain, looking at Sophie for confirmation, but Sophie hid her face, crying profusely. "Sophie, my dear, am I lying? Tell these people that they are mistaking you to somebody else. You are my darling Sophie, and not one in your bone." Honorable Bolaji was busy calling Sophie to order. "Orphan? Did I just hear you say orphan? Was that what she told you?" I bet she never mentioned us to you. Purity is her daughter. Amma Catherine. She decided to take the name Purity because that is the meaning of the name Catherine. Mr. Donald explained. As for me, my name is Mr. Donald Kwame. She knew me as Kwame D. Mr. Donald added, Abasimio, I am finished. Sophie kept on crying and knelt down in front of Bolaji. Sweetheart, my king, my husband, I can explain. No, it is the handwork of the devil, she pleaded. So all these are true, Mama. So Purity is my blood sister, Taiwo said in tears. Abomination. In Newborn, my daughter, you have seen what your selfishness has brought to our lineage. Sophie's father shouted at her. Purity, realizing that her sweetheart was her blood brother, broke down in tears while Taiwo and her father consoled her. God, why me? Why am I this unfortunate? Why did you do this to me? God, what have I done wrong to deserve this? Purity was crying profusely. Purity, my daughter Sophie was about to console her when Purity cut in angrily. Don't you ever in your life call me your daughter again. How dare you call the child you abandoned when she was an infant and needed your motherly care your daughter? Purity charged in fury. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Remember you suckled on this breast. Remember I was the one that gave birth to you. Sophie kept on begging. Forgive. Did I hear you say forgive? Did you look back when I was crying and clinging to you as you walked away? Did you look back? Or is it when my father, who provided luxury and opulence at your disposal, just because he had a setback due to your extravagant lifestyle, was begging you to have patience and stay? Did you look back? In your born, or should I call you Sophie? The day you left your family in Ghana was the day you lost them forever. Read my lips. I am no longer your daughter. Purity concluded in tears as her father consoled her. Child, look at where my quest for luxury lifestyle has landed me. Ooh, I have lost my lovely daughter. God, please come to my aid. Sophie cried out. And Sophie, or should I call you Inyobo? You have lost a husband and son too. Gosh, you can kill. Oh. No wonder you boycotted the travel to Ghana. As from today, you are no longer my wife. Come to my office for your divorce papers tomorrow, Honorable Bolaji said. Come, let's get out of here, son. He beckoned on Taiwo and they left with their entourage. No, please, Bolaji, please, you can't do this to me now. You can't do God, oh, my word has crumbled. I am finished. Bolaji, please, darling, please, don't leave me. Sophie cried out. My golden boy, please, beg your father. Sophie cried desperately, clinging onto Taiwo, who pushed her. You disappointed me, Mom. You are a disgrace to all mothers, Taiwo said in anger, and left. In your born tone to her parents and begged, Mama, Papa, I am sorry, please forgive me. My quest for expensive lifestyle has made me make this grave mistake, she begged with tears. You are our only child, and we will not throw you away. We tried our possible best to train you right, but I can see that our best was not enough. It is a pity that you have learned this bitter lesson in a hard way. But if you can change today, it is good. It is okay, my child. We have forgiven you. The father concluded. Thank you, Papa. Now I can see that family and love surpasses everything. Although money and wealth are good, but love, dignity, and selflessness conquer all. I have learned my lesson. For experience is the best teacher, in your book concluded. Hi lovelies, this is where I will draw your attention to those that have not subscribed to my channel. Please, this is where you will subscribe and make a comment. Let's go on. Purity and her father flew back to Ghana, while Inyobon followed her parents back to Ikorabasi in Akwa Ibom, where she started her life afresh. This time around, she forgot all about pride and quest for luxurious life. She helped her aged parents in their farm work and business in the market. 3 years passed, and Inyobon was still steadfast with her journey to repentance. She made sure she advised any young lady who she saw that kind of life in her, using herself as an example. She was still beautiful but humble and hardworking. On her 45th birthday, Inyobon's parents informed her that they would be celebrating her birthday at one of the famous restaurants in their village. Initially, she declined, saying that it would attract unnecessary expenses, but her parents insisted, saying that there is nothing they spent on her behalf that is unnecessary. After enough persuasion, she agreed with them. As Inyobon and her parents entered the restaurant, Inyobon was greeted with the greatest surprise of her life. In the well-decorated restaurant was Honorable Bolaji, Taiwo and his pregnant wife, Purity and her foreign husband, and Kwame. All of them shouted happy birthday in unison. Inyobon was petrified with shock as she could not believe what she was seeing. Am I dreaming? She said in shock. You are not dreaming, my daughter. God has given you a second chance. Inyobon's father said with smile. Happy birthday, my dear wife. Honorable Bolaji said with smiles. Inyobon could not hold her emotion anymore. She broke down in tears. I am so sorry, everyone. She kept on crying, but all of them came to her, consoling and assuring her that they had forgiven her. She promised to be a wonderful wife to Bolaji and mother to Taiwo and Ama. She turned to Kwame and said, Kwame, my dear, you are a good man. I am so sorry for taking your love for granted. May God console you with an angel. She added, It's well, Inni. I have forgiven you. After all, you gave me this joy as our daughter. Happy birthday once again. Kwame added with smile. Inyobon was so happy and declared, This is my best birthday wishes ever. A great birthday with my beloved family. God, I am so grateful for this second chance, Inyobon said happily, as she embraced her 2 children, Ama and Taiwo, who showed her their spouses. At the end, the whole family reunited and Indiobon followed them back to Lagos, but she didn't fail to look after her aged parents. This shows that forgiveness is one of the ingredients of life. And as they are forgiving Indiobon, she forgave herself. Hi, lovelies! This is where our last episode on Premiere or Nothing ended. Thank you all for listening to the story. I really appreciate those who are contributing to the growth of this channel by subscribing, commenting, and liking. If you have not subscribed yet, please try and do so and remain blessed. Keep your notification bell on, for there is another juicy story that is coming on. Thank you very much and God's love.